In this video, I will cover firewall dashboards within Lumics. I will discuss a firewall dashboard and the widgets that can be viewed and added to an existing dashboard or create a new one. In this example, you can see that we are going to take a look at a Cisco ASA 5515. If you are curious about what technologies we support, you can view that information on our website. Every dashboard within Lumics can have widgets added to it to fit your needs. You can see some of the more common widgets on display here. As we go back to our dashboard, you can see we have the Details widget, which will give us information specific to the make and model, uptime, and discovery information, along with additional information. Next, we can view our Device Status widget, which gives us quick visualization of which modules we have enabled on this device. Also, it provides what is the current status of those modules that are configured. Here we have ping, SNMP, and device backup config. Under the config module, we're able to click on either the running or the startup config and view that configuration within the tool. You have the ability to compare configurations as well as look for any changes that have happened throughout a history of time. This can be very useful when there has been a change or an interruption and you're not quite sure what happened. You're able to go back and quickly find which piece of the commands have been removed from the configuration. We have our device module availability, which will show how these modules have performed over the past hour. Each block here is represented by 1 minute. Within Lumics, we poll all of our information every minute. So as we hover, and you can view what time stamps those have. The events pane is for any events that have happened in regards to this device. Over the past hour, we've had 0 events. If we had an event, it would populate here in this widget. It would also populate on our events dashboard. The CPU and memory utilization widget is, as you would expect, monitoring the CPU and memory utilization. You're able to hover to determine which line is the CPU or the memory. You're able to enable or disable each of those. And also just pointing out that this is in regards to the past hour of time. We can change that if we simply select our time range in the upper right hand corner and change it to the past 3 months. You'll notice that all of the widgets on the dashboard will update accordingly. We now have events. We now have additional information for our CPU and memory utilization. If we were curious what had happened in this time frame, we do have the ability to grab and select that specific point in time, which will also update our modules and widgets on this page. You can now see that our time range has been changed to a custom range. We have the ability to save that custom range or revert back to our default of 1 hour. The hardware widget provides quick information to your serial information, the model, and also the version that's running on this ASA 5515. The latency and the packet loss, I want to talk about those quickly, are specific to as the collector pulls this firewall. It is the collector to this firewall's latency and packet loss. So one piece that can be very beneficial is if you have collectors in different locations. Let's say you have one in San Francisco and one in New York. You could have the collector in San Francisco pull the device that's in New York to get a good, accurate representation of the health of that circuit. It can be very powerful and also give you quick insights to problems or issues that are happening on that circuit. That ends this video, and I hope you were able to get a good idea of how Lumics can help you monitor your firewalls in your environment. Thanks, and see you in the next video.